Hello. I'm coming to Europe in a couple of weeks and to facilitate some classes, some kids' classes. And one of my hosts told me about a mom who signed up to come to the classes, who told her that she has a couple of children who fight all the time. And she asked my host, is that something that she can help me with? And my host said, yes, of course. So, hello, my name is Ann Maxwell, and I've worked for the last 20 to 25 years as a child therapist and a family therapist and as a play therapist. And I've worked with literally thousands of parents and children and families. And so I'd like to talk just for a couple of minutes, just to give you a tool to use if you have children who fight all the time. So one of the things that I love to do is to tap people into what they actually know as opposed to what they've been told and all the judgments that they've taken on from other people about what bad parents they are. So for example, you must be a bad parent if your kids fight all the time. What if that's actually not true? And so one of the tools that I'd like to talk with you about is, it's really a question that I'm going to ask you, which is, who's responsible for the choices that your children make? Is it you or is it them? So one of the things that I've seen, not only in my professional life, but also in my personal life, is how much we take on other people's struggles and burdens and problems as our own when they're actually not. And what that does when you take on somebody else's struggle, whether it's your child or anybody else's, it creates difficulty for them to work through whatever they're working through. And it's also a burden to you and frankly, sometimes to your body. So here's your child, or here are your children, and here's the fact that they fight all the time. If you intervene like this and become the force with them that says, no, you can't do that, it's the wrong thing to do, you should love your sister, you should love your brother, you should never fight, what that does is it makes you the problem, and it robs them of the possibility that they can actually work it out. So would you be willing to give up the job that you may either have been given or have taken on by yourself of being in charge of your children's relationship? So everything that doesn't allow you to do that, would you be willing to just let it go? Awesome, 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 awesome. One of the things that we're going to talk a lot about in these classes, and that I talk a lot about with parents and with kids, is this idea of choice creates and who's in charge of other people's choices. So when you can let your child be in charge of the choice that he's making and have absolutely no point of view about the choice, even though you can see what it might create and what it might not create and where that's going to lead your child. Remember this visual of, here's your child and here's whatever the quote problem is or whatever their struggle is. If you intervene, you become the problem and you rob them of the possibility that they can actually work it out. So play around with it. And one of the questions that you can ask yourself is this actually mine? And is there anything that's required of me right here? I hope to meet you someday. Thank you. Bye.